All right. Welcome to Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation Podcast, powered by CTR Media Network. I am your host, Dr. TNJ Ramsey. So excited to be with you on today. You know how we do it before we get started. Yes, I want you to smash that like button. Depending on what platform you're on, you can follow, share, drop a comment in the chat, and subscribe. Yes, like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. And who knows, we may give you a shout out during this live broadcast. But if we don't, no fret. Guess what we will do? We will respond to you in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get started with today's topic at hand, mastering the art of influence. And we're going to add a little something else into it called persuasion. Woo! When we think about the word persuasion, I remember anytime I hear the word persuade, I think about it in a negative way, because when you think about how society have used this particular word, it has not always been the best of the best, right? And so today, that is what we're going to talk about. For those of you who may be listening in for the first time on this podcast, and I want to tell you what the podcast is all about. So the Wake Up and Win podcast, powered by CTR Media Network, is a series designed to fuel your mindset, elevate your business, your podcast, TV show, because we are a podcast and TV streaming distribution platform. And it also inspires you to take daily actions every day, or take actions every day. Each episode has powerful insight, simple actionable strategies, a quote, a Bible verse, and a call to action to help you achieve your levels of success. So we talk about different topics, different subjects to help you be able to navigate this thing that we call life. Okay. And so today, let's go and jump right back in to what we was going to talk about prior to topic of discussion today is mastering the art of influence and persuasion. So when we're thinking about it from a business perspective and even life, success in business, branding, and life depends on how well you can influence and persuade others. And so I tell all of my clients, especially when we're building their visibility and their influence online, is that it's a thin line. It's a thin line. I operate with moral ethics and standards, so it's certain things that I will not do. Okay, some people have no rules. You need to be very responsible when you are using the art of persuasion in order to influence. I only use the art of persuasion with my influence because I'm trying to influence you or persuade you to think better, to be positive, to see the best side. Even in a negative situation, I am working to persuade you to push yourself to see the good, even though the bad might present itself. I am persuading you, if you have grown up in a not so great environment, I'm persuading you to shift your mind and not be a slave or in captivity of your past. And forcing you is my goal to heal yourself, right? To start seeing yourself as you truly are, that you are worthy, that you can become and do whatever it is that you want to do, and help you to believe the fact, to persuade you to believe that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, and you already have everything within you. You don't have to go and seek out other things because you already have everything that you need to do to start or to begin living life the way that God intended for you to live. That is the power of using persuasion and your influence the right way. Now, it's the flip side of the coin. We have a group of people that they use this art of persuasion and influence in a negative way to draw people out to do things that are not good. We are not talking about that. I do not endorse that. And I tell people all the time, you need to be very careful on your words and how you do things, because at the end you will have to answer for it, whether it's good or bad. So we're talking about the art of persuasion and influence in a positive, productive way that will be beneficial to the people who listen to whatever it is that you're asking or telling them to do. It's not something that is taken away from them, but it's something that is beneficial and will add to their life. in a positive way. So how can you do this in a responsible way? And how can you make sure that you're always on the right side of the coin, using it the right way? Okay. Tip number one, anytime that you are uh for business owner, anytime you have a product or a service, you want to make sure that you're being truthful and honest, that the product, whatever you is that you're selling, does what it say it's gonna do. Just don't be selling people hopes and dreams. Okay. If you say this product is going to help them with their health and wellness, well, then don't sell them a placebo pill. A placebo pill is something that's, you know, it's not going to work. It's fake. So making sure that whatever you are saying, that it match with the product and service that you are doing, or the work that you are doing, right? You want to build trust with the people who are that you're building a community with, the people who you going to have as your clients, your customers, your sponsors, your listeners, if you have a podcast or TV show. You need to build trust. How can you build trust? By letting your yes be yes and your no means no, by saying what something does and then having proof of concept, proof of results, by giving out information, some for free, so that they can test and see that you are the real deal. And then when they are looking in the market to purchase or be able to opt into whatever it is that you're doing, they already know and have experience that what you have will give them results or will give them the experience that they're looking for. People buy from those who they trust and from those who they like. Okay? Let's get that straight. People buy from individuals who they trust and who they like. You also need to use the art of storytelling to be able to tell your story. If you have a product and service and you are a personal testimony of whatever it is that you do, like I'm a podcaster, right? And TV host. And I sell, my product is that I offer people the opportunity to be able to amplify their voice through our platform, to be able to reach more people, because I understand the power of podcasting, the power of one's voice, and the power of the airways to be able to make a lasting positive impact and impression on the individuals who listen, who like, follow, share, and subscribe, that can actually help their lives to be better. How do I know this? Because I have proof of concept. I have taught over 100 people how to start, build a podcast from scratch, from regular everyday people doing extraordinary things. And I have also helped over 1,000 people with media and visibility to be able to master the art of positioning themselves in a way that will build up their credibility, their influence, to draw people to connect with them, for what they can help them benefit from, whatever it is, whether it's health and wellness, whether it is coaching, whether it's a book, whether it's an event, whether it is whatever. It could be clothing, whatever it is that they have that can actually make a difference in someone else's life. Because guess what? There's a problem and this person have the solution. And I have reviews and testimonials and referrals by mouth, and people who have worked with me over the years. So it's just not a hope and a wish, or it is a proof of concept. And but I use my art of storytelling to tell my story of how I started, why I started, and then as I build, as I learn how to become a podcaster and TV host, the benefits that I have had and the opportunities and doors that it has opened for me, and I share those with the individuals that join the network, and also I share it with the individuals who are my private clients, that I actually help them with building their visibility online. And so I tell my story in order to inspire them to see that, hey, I'm no different than you. And hey, I was able to do it, and you can too. And not only am I going to motivate you, and not only can you see that it happened in my life real time, but I have the blueprint. I wrote it down. I master it. And even it's within me, and I can teach you how to copy my blueprint in order to have the results that you need to have, because the results will vary based on the person and whatever it is that they're doing and whatever it is that they're presenting. So own your story, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. Own it, because your story is what's going to keep and allow you to be authentic. It's going to allow people to be able to see the realness, and it allow them to be able to see some of their self within you, because many of us have similar situations, and sometimes we feel like we just can't get through a situation until we see someone else that has overcome. So your story is very, very powerful in mastering the art of persuasion and influence in a positive way. You also need to start studying body language. I always say this: people say more with what they don't say than the words that come out of their mouth, because people can say whatever they want to say out their mouth. But also, as they're talking with their mouth, their body is telling a whole different story. And so, body language, nonverbal cues, everything matters. So, make sure that everything is on one accord. Saying one thing and your body is doing another, that is confusing messaging. Okay, it's good to use gestures when speaking, but you should not overdo gestures, moving your hands, facial expressions to the point that it distracts from the message that you're trying to give. That people are so caught up into what the next facial expression you're going to make, what's the next hand movement or gesture or body twerk or tweak or whatever like that, that they miss the whole message. And you could be having a powerful message that is going to help save their life, but they're so caught up in the body language that they miss the whole message. So understanding how to master the art of persuasion and influence in a positive way is also controlling your nonverbal communication in a way that will add to whatever it is you're saying and not take away. You know, there was a quote by Zig Ziglar, and he said, "You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want." Let me say that again. You can have everything that you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. So the thing is, dealing with business, podcasting, even with life, if you want to have the best of the best for yourself, it starts with you helping other people get what they want first. Okay? It starts with that. It never ever starts with you. It always starts externally, outside of you. And then by you externally helping people outside of you, then it wrap around and it affects you internally, meaning it affects your life. Okay? And so how many people have you helped today? How many people have you helped this week? How many people have you helped in the last month? How many people have you helped within the last year? Your how many people you help is a big indicator on your current situation right now. The more people you help, the more you see your life change. It's the spirit of thankfulness and gratitude. It's the concept of do unto others as you want others to do unto you, the golden rule in the Bible. It is the exact same concept. It never changes. But what happens is, as human beings, we think we're going to change the flow of the law of how things are supposed to go. And we can't do that. So understand the flow of how the process of influence and persuasion works. Do it in a positive way and understand that it is not about you. It is about who you can help. And how then it is about multiplying that where you can help more people. The more people you help, the more lives you help solve problems, the more change you make in the world for the positive, then you will see how your life, you will get in return, you will have everything that you want. So go out there and make sure that you help some people today. Let me give you a Bible verse. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So be very careful on the way that you choose to use your words. Your words can either encourage, upbuild, inspire, and be positive, or it can do the exact opposite. It can take away, it can be negative, it can cause harm, it can cause hurt, it can cause pain. What we want to do with our words is always make sure that they're seasoned with salt in the sense that it's pleasant to the ear. We want to make sure that even when other people may say something to us in a harsh way, we want to return our reply with a gentle use of words. Because if you're gentle, it can turn away wrath and anger. When was the last time you saw someone, not unless they was something wasn't right with them mentally? When was the last time you saw someone start arguing with someone in an argument, and then the other person in the argument, they just calm, the person yelling and acting crazy, and then the other person is just very calm? Eventually, if the person is mentally stable, they're going to stop arguing, because who's going to argue with a person who's not arguing back at them? Eventually you start looking very silly. Okay. And so think about the next time someone is acting outright with you, or the moment where you feel like you really want to lose your cool. I want you to challenge yourself to be as calm as possible, to control the environment and the atmosphere in a way that you are not going to allow yourself to get emotionally entangled in something negative. And even if you get into a argument with harsh words, I need you to stop, reflect, and retract. Meaning, stop the conversation. Stop reacting to the negativity. I know sometimes it's not going to be easy, especially when someone is challenging you. But we're living in a world where people are looking for opportunities to hurt you. And they're looking for any type of thing to justify them bringing harm on you. So we have to be smart. What I want you to do on today, I want you to look for ways that you can master the art of persuasion and influence to build in a positive way. And if you want to see examples of how you can do that, then go to CTR Media Network and to our platform. We have so many different shows that talk about influence, that talk about being inspirational, that help you with self-improvement with your overall life and or business. So go ahead and download the CTR Media Network app today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com. That is www.ctrmedianetwork.com. So make sure that you use your art of persuasion and influence in a positive, productive way in order to make a lasting impact that will leave an impression that will help change lives forever. On that note, you guys have a great day. I will talk to you not next week, tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great day.